Can you spot the subtle thing that may be telling that I'm actually switching to this city as my production hub? Look at all these trade routes. I'm just building a coal power plant. I've got a spaceport about to come down. I'm going to put a neighborhood down here. This is going to be my new sort of like hub, which I'm pretty looking forward to actually. But this is where I'm going to build a spaceport from. As I say, capital, even with all the vampire castles, big problem, no flat land. Over here, however, lots of flat land. Yes, assign you to it. Actually, I'll get Pingala in because, of course, don't forget Pingala has the option to pick up space initiative. So I'll put that in as soon as I get that governor title slot, which should be soon. Okay, so we've got one artillery to attack Inverness, a second one over here, and then Big Gumbo over here. Look at this, it's got 105 strength. No, it doesn't. 125 strength when it shoots. Bam! Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. In fact, Hippolyta, why don't you give it a second attack for me? Oh, thank you. Now we can go and attack this city. Kaboom! Oh yes, 162 defense in one strike. That will do. That will do nicely. Come on. Inverness. The cavalry failed to take it. There we go. God, even the bombers can't keep up with those rocket artillery now. That is insane. Right, one more city. Everything appears to be broken in this city. What? How could that happen? I actually don't have any envoys with this city-state at all, which is really, really cool. So I'm on 523 faith, and then 656, that's worth 130 faith per turn. Those 3 envoys. Actually, no, 6 envoys, I should say. Of course, containment is a thing. I like the fact that my tank is now fast enough to pillage and then attack. Very nice style you've got there, my friend. Oh no, the city's about to break away from me with loyalty. I better go and kill this one immediately. We'll just go for one bomb there. I think a second bomb would do nicely there as well. That's lovely. And then, oh, Sucklington I think actually can take the city. I'm just trying to think if there's any other bombers within range, but maybe I'll just tickle this city just to be sure. Yes, lovely. Alright, done. Okay, second city taken, now on to Rome. You see, the fun thing about having all of this faith is you can sort of improvise with it a little bit. For instance, there's a military academy right on the Polish border. So, when you think about it, oh look, rocket artillery, armies. There's one, and I think I'll have a second just to be sure. Lovely. This city up in the north is doing no better against just my submarines and ironclad armada. I love the fact it's just like a casual armada. There's no way this city is going to be able to survive. It's just who I'll use the bombers to kill it, I think. Just because the bombers actually can run a bit quicker. And then these submarines. And in we come with this tank. And I believe that is Scotland out the game. Bye-bye, Scotland. I love this with heroes, though. What's that? You're on the wrong front line? Let me just quickly go and say, kabunk, now you're in Venice. Submarine, you have no cause off the coast of Scotland. Just let me know when you're in the Mediterranean. Thank you. We've got satellites now as well. Oh, and space race. Goodness, we are rocketing through things now. Yeah, we may have a small tech advantage. 5 people are in the modern era and I'm all the way in the information era, but that's okay. That's fine. I'm going to go to nanotech and then just have a quick drop in afterwards on stealth tech, I think. Jet bombers are lovely. We need the Mars colony, and I think modern armor is pretty cool as well, because I believe that is the strongest when I can get my vampires, is a modern armor army, so we'll do that. Hello Hungary, that's a nice commercial hub you've got there. Don't mind me while I nom 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 nom. Ah, 1,800 gold. Delicious. In fact, even Bob is going to have a go over here as well. Nom 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 nom. Oh, yes. Hello. That's a good rocket artillery. Brilliant. Sucklington. Get into Rome, my friend. Oh, yes. Romaburg. I like the fact that I've just put Borg on the end of it and suddenly it's Viking. That's really satisfying. I've actually just connected up the railroad through the Mediterranean now. All the way through northern Italy and sort of southern France. Oh, beautiful. These railroads are... I have to say, I've been on my A game this game on the railroad placement and execution. It's been wonderful to see. We actually now can begin on Poland as well. Lovely, these rocket artillery armies. Oh yeah, they're going to make very short work of these Polish defences. If only I had... Oh, if only I had some melee troops that I could use in this area just to really push through. Let's have a quick look at this. Oh, what's that? A tank army that's just prayed into existence? And a second one? Oh my goodness, that's just very coincidental. I love the fact that my vampire can't actually get to that city. Right, emergency stations. We will not have this if I bring you forward a little bit. Right, military engineers. We need to pave the way. Build a railroad so that my vampire can get to feeding. This is clearly the best use of your time. Come on, there you get. Lovely. And oh, is that not quite? It's not quite enough. It's not quite enough. I thought if I built a bridge across, that would do it, but no. No. Blimey. That's just disappointing for everyone involved. Never mind. Instead, I'll just use one of these tanks that's conveniently parked there. But honestly, Vampire, I feel like you weren't trying. Rocket artillery. Woohoo! This is all going so well. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Right, Hippolyta, you give them a second movement. Great. And then actually she can come in and make the attack. That's now the Italian mainland that I own. There's a tiny little city over here that actually I can actually kill with my vampire, as long as he's willing to make a little bit of a shift there. Go on, Bite Master, jump in. Yes, Roman's out. Another one bites the dust. Oh, Scotland had actually put their own railway down. Oh, you know what? Credit to them. Maybe I shouldn't have just killed them. Actually, that's a lie. I should have always killed the Scottish. Bob the Vampire. Can we kill it? Yes. Yes, we can. Oh, 15 gold for 2 luxuries. What a deal. You can actually start nibbling at Hungary's cities now, which is lovely. A wonderful surprise. I believe... I've pillaged most of the stuff around here, to be fair, so I don't even know if I want to stick around. I think I might, yeah, just take the city and push through. Why not? Bite Master is back in the game with the old pillaging. Pillaging the gold is really, really important, but faith equally as well. Faith equals new troops and gold equals upgraded troops. So I'm about to get modern armor, for instance, and I've got a lot of tanks running around. I've got a lot of regular artillery running around as well, which doesn't help. We need to kind of kill those as quickly as I can. By kill, I do, of course, mean upgrade. Cough. No, don't ignore that. Ignore that little slip up. I'm not killing my artillery. I promise. Kill it. Kill it with upgrades. Oh, Warsaw. You did so well. Actually, no. Saying that, they, in this particular instance, did not do very well, just because I've literally just rolled in. Hello. How are you doing, Poland? You know, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, right? I think my bombers, again, are having the usual problem where they actually can't get to the front line quick enough at this point. Oh dear. What do I do? Actually, you know what? I'm going to move Hippolyta to this tile. Make sure I can use these guys again, so I can go bam, like so, and then she can come in and finish the city, I believe. Yes, because she can obviously move on hills really quickly, and there's roads down these days. It's all delightful. Oh, there it is, globalization. Nice. Okay, that's going to give me a ton more production on my trade routes. Which, you know, I've got a few coming from this city. Just a few. Keep on pillaging. La 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 la. I think that's beauty done though. Yes, good work, Bob. Good work. Am I going to be able to do it? Oh yeah, that was a big hit. Lovely. Okay, I've taken about half of Hungary already. Oh, there's the uranium. Nice. Oopsie. I think I might have accidentally gone bankrupt. Very much accidentally. You know what? I'm sure there's something I can do about that. Blonk. Yeah, now I'm fine. Does remind me that I probably should just leave it a couple of turns here and there before upgrading my units. I was like, every single one that could go to rocket artillery, I was like, yes, do it. Look at that. Bite Master 69, if I attack, has 135 strength on the city. Oh, yes. I reckon if I tickle those walls with another bomber, is that going to be enough? That's almost enough. That's remarkable. Wow. Where's Hippolyta these days? Where does she live? Where is she gone? Oh, she's up there. She's way up there. Okay, I can't double move with that. That's fine, but I can attack with that tank army, like so, which should give me enough strength now to bite master that city. Delightful. I don't want this lady, however. She is the rainforest lady. I don't want Leaky either. I'm waiting for somebody who gives me rocketry or spaceport general abilities. Stephanie would be cool. She's my favourite. I know we're not supposed to have favourites, but she's my favourite. Another shot from me is artillery, and again, another 12 pop city is now mine. Thank you, Poland. Another Hungarian city, this time with Hippolyta. I'm probably taking about 4 cities per turn at the moment, and my limitation is really because my army is so spread out. You can see the front line is up on the northern sort of Baltic seas up here, all the way down to Greece. Like, I have a lot of army, and they're spread very far around. I just love it. I love these games. They just go silly so quickly. I love the fact that we haven't met Scythia, but this creeping death is just spreading over Europe. And at some point I'm going to say, oh, hello, nice to meet you. By the way, we're at war, but, you know, it was lovely to finally meet you. Okay, now these 2 rocket artillery can pepper the new capital of Hungary. I mean, obviously I own Buda now, so that's not so much their capital anymore. But I think so. Bob's already moved, but Mr. Sucklington is around and about. Oh, that would be fun. Although unfortunately, that's 1 turn further than he can go. That's a bit of a shame. Bite Master can do it though. Oh, lovely. In you go, Bite Master. Otherwise, big old traitor here that used to be my ally and then decided they didn't want to be at war with me anymore, or go to war with me, I should say. Now they're at war against me. I feel like soldiers are not like trees. They can't be replaced. Clearly, Greece, you have never prayed into existence a tank army. I would strongly advise you give it a go sometime. It's very, very good fun. Oh, okay, I think I found the cities in Poland that haven't actually improved their walls. Yeah, Renaissance was the absolute minimum to stand against me, and quite frankly, even that was pushing it. Oh, I'm at war with Dido now. Oh, lovely. Oh my god, I finally did it. My life has meaning now. It's complete. The Golden Gate Bridge has finally connected Scandinavia through to Europe. That's definitely how it works. That's definitely a realistic accomplishment. Also, do you see that railroad there? That's right. Your eyes do not deceive you. I have connected the bridge up with railways. Oh, by the way, I've got 475 railway down, by the way. Honestly, this has been the most silly railway game I have ever done. Oh, and I found smart materials immediately. Nice. I believe this should be Hungary out the game now, although I may be wrong. Nope, they are. Sorry about that, Hungary. God, their empire was tasty. It was very, very good. 1 more Polish city down. That took 2 rocket artillery and that was it. That was absolutely it. We really are not having to try hard anymore. Okay, my first Greece city. I feel like these are going to sort of flip quite quickly. I could have actually given that back to Macedon. That's the funny thing. Rocket artillery. Okay, I believe our rocket artillery are going to be plenty strong enough here in order to take these Greek cities down. Oh yes, lovely. Sucklington, just do a little bit of pillaging, thank you, and then across you go. Woohoo! Unbelievably, I've only just found Tamiris. It is an honour to meet you. 160 science, how are they doing? Are they one of the people that are doing really well? No. Still have these 2 mystery people that are doing fantastic. I like to think it's maybe the Ottomans, Sumeria, someone like that. Babylon, maybe? Maybe Babylon. Nubia. Okay, I don't think it's Nubia. They're not the people. Again, they're not doing too badly. 38 techs for them and 42 for Scythia against my 64. Yeah, I'm very much accelerating at the moment. Apparently, I don't do very well at military aid requests when I'm at war with everybody. Who'd have thought it? Now, this guy's good because he is really good at speeding through wonders, but I'm thinking I can use him to put down everybody's favourite Amundsen Scott research station or something along those lines. That would be quite fun. I do always feel really, really bad for Greece. As soon as they get a unit down to very low health, it's like, nope, sorry. Now we're on really full health again. What are you going to do? Sorry, Byzantium, you are next. Golden Age War. I know that when they get all threatening, but it's like, come now. Come, this is This is not going to end well for you. Don't be so threatening. Just give in now. Oh, look at all that pillaging. It's wonderful. I'm hoping I can get over to this Polish city within a turn or two. It's proving a little difficult to get on my units this far though, but oh yeah, look at that. That army is hit pretty hard. This one does as well. Bang. Okay, good. Right, the walls are down. That's fantastic. Smart materials. Oh wow. We've got all the components tech-wise and we haven't even built a rocketry site yet. Whoops. I'm starting to build up crazy levels of faith, so I'm just going to start purchasing military or great engineers through, just to try and get some of the ones that do rocketry. There's a few to go through before we get to that point, but I think I've got such crazy faith now. I mean, I can just afford to. Look how far ahead I am of everybody else. That's ridiculous. Okay, I think if I get to here, yeah, there we go. We'll unlock it at some point. It's painful, but I'm going to have to actually get rid of logistics. Oh, I hate doing that, but e-commerce is too good a route. Those trade routes are going to give huge amounts of production to my capital. In fact, actually, I mean, economic union, I might have to do that as well for 5-year plan. I'm just pumping production into my capital. Forced modernization. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to have to do that as well. Let's go for the integrated space cell. Yep, lovely. Okay, so we are fully fledged production now in my capital. That's what we're doing. Our army's taken a little bit of a setback in order to fulfill those needs, but I think it's worth it, especially because now I can do things like getting military academies bought into my capital. Look at that, 214 production. It's good. It could be better though. More traders needed. I mean, this is what I mean. I'm just like faith. All the different bits of faith coming in. I've got more science coming in. I'm like nom. Oh yes. Ugh, there's no need to just hang around really. I can just jet bomb from about 1 million miles away. And I believe, yeah, look at that. Bite Master is just going to eat the city in one go. As you know, Bob will do the honours, but still, it's the same result really. And bump. Oh, Oxford University, very nice. Pella is also mine. I believe is that a conquered capital for Macedon? I think it might be. Yes, it is. I'm going to keep it nonetheless, but still. How dare you have that, Greece? Greece has actually got some pretty advanced army. Tank armies are giving me a little bit of an issue here. Not a huge issue, but, you know, a little bit of an issue. Oh, the gold. Lovely. As I say, all gold at the moment is just being funneled to my capital. Gold to the capital and faith into great people. That's Poland out, I believe. Haha! Racing through. I'm actually running out of people that I've actually met at this point. It's just nonsense. Oh dear. I think Russia, I still haven't quite forgiven them for betraying me right at the beginning. They were such a good ally, and then they were like, no, I don't like your crazy war wearingness. Just who would be angry with all of the war that I was doing? So hypocritical, honestly. Anyway, by the way, their walls melt pretty quick, so yeah, can't complain really. So controversially, I'm actually switching to communist. My army is so advanced, the actual benefit I'm getting from having fascism is negligible. I would rather have the extra science. The extra science is okay, and I'd rather have communism for the production with the per citizen, but collectivization. Now this is something that I could really get on top of. As you can see, I'm running a little bit of a budget deficit now. I'm on minus 297 gold. So I've got to make sure that I pillage as much of that as I can per turn. So things like this ironclad, for instance, well, that's going to be very, very useful to do things like that. I'm just trying to think of the best. Actually, I'm going to get you to heal yourself and then get this guy in to do the pillaging. But like, that's 648 gold. That will survive me for another 2 turns. It's like, can I pillage enough to survive this? You can see my capital is now on 294 production, and all of these trade routes have just appeared again. Look at this. Oh, 7 production for an internal trade route. Yes, please. Oh, an admiral that gives me less war weariness. Nice. That helps in these huge wars I'm doing. Oh, look. Russia brought a navy. Unfortunately for them, I deliberately have a bunch of submarines just waiting for them. Ha ha ha. Oh, I'm sorry, Russia. This feels a little bit mean, but I was 100% ready for you. Oh no! Oh no, it's happened again. The crashing. No! Alright, second time lucky, and this time it worked. Goodness me, that was good fun. Look at Istanbul, 417 science. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. In fact, they've actually got seemingly a fairly decent empire here. Fair play. Fair play. It's actually nice to see the AI playing well in some cases, but they're not even in second. Somebody is above them. In fact, there's two people up there with pretty decent results here. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to exploring a bit more of the map, but I'll be honest, the game is beginning to struggle. My poor old laptop is beginning to really struggle with this game now, so you know, there will be a natural limit to how far we can pull this game. The problem is, these big TSL maps, I can win them, but as soon as I start going this wide, I mean, look at this game. Look at that game. That's not a normal game. Oh, is there an easy way of finding out how many cities I've got? All I know is that if I look at this, it just goes off the screen. I don't know anymore. People are asking as well why I keep liberalism and Republican legacy, and it's because I've got so many cities, each city having +2 immunities, it stops them from going into like massive holes. They're on -3 as opposed to -5, which they would be if I didn't have it. -3, I believe, is only a -20 penalty as opposed to like a -30 or -40% penalty on stuff, so that's why I do it. You have to have those policy cards in effectively. Can I just say, I love the fact the Ottomans have Istanbul. Look at that! Oh, that started as Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. It's a really good lesson. Oh god, that joke never gets old. I think it's only right that we get the Earth satellite into space ASAP. 2 turns apparently on that one, and we haven't even put all of these trade routes into action. Hang on. There we go, 387 production. Not bad for a -2 immunity city, is it? Oh dear. The thing I love about the Vikings is that you can just embark, disembark, embark, doesn't matter, but the vampire is suddenly on the island. Hooray! Oh my goodness, Georgian troops have appeared from nowhere. I don't know where you've come from. I'm very happy you arrived, because Bite Master needed that snack. I have to say, this end of the map is by far the most brutal. Greece's cities are absolutely impossible to kill, all with 100 or plus defense and steel fortifications and stuff, but Istanbul's actually got anti-aircraft. Oh my goodness. Something I get asked a lot in the comments is, Ryan, why don't you upgrade your bombers very often? You always have promotions available to you. Well, to explain that, there are kind of 3 reasons why. Firstly, it's all about action economy. Now, action economy is sort of a term that you use in D&D and other role-playing games, but effectively, if every turn you can do one thing, or you have a certain amount of things you can do, you always want to be utilising the things that are most important. Like, at the moment, this bomber could get promoted. That's fine, you would get an upgrade, although none of them actually increase their main job, which is to attack cities. You know, none of these promotions will actually help with that, really. So I could upgrade it, that would take the turn, or I could bomb a city, which for me is the more important job, because then I can continue my attack and continue sort of throwing it round. So action economy is important. Secondly, because the promotions, if we have a look at them, anti-aircraft, you never have to deal with anti-aircraft really. Until now, this is the first time I've seen anti-aircraft that the enemy is using. Fighters, you rarely actually see them use at all. Killing naval units is really easy up until the anti-aircraft thing, so none of this is really exciting. I mean, can heal after attacking is a pretty good one, but it's not the best. I mean, don't get me wrong, these promotions do have benefits, but they're not groundbreaking, because I use them for bombard strength and nothing increases bombard strength there. So I save the promotions for when you do have anti-aircraft. So for instance, if I were to bomb Istanbul now, my bomber would lose about 45% of its health, roughly. I've got a promotion saved in the bank, so I don't have to spend 2-3 turns healing my bomber after that attack. I can just promote it and get the 50 health back. That's the sort of main reason I keep them in reserve. Like all my bombers, I keep a promotion in reserve, just in case something attacks them. I can heal them up really quickly and get them back into the front line really quickly. Third reason is I'm really lazy. You know, gotta be honest about these things. I often see it and I'm often like, I could, but I just can't be bothered. It's incredibly lazy, that, but you know, that's just how it is. Greece is slowly starting to be chewed through now though. Macedon had a lot of these cities. Greece had a very successful war against Macedon. at some point. I mean, fair play to them. I've explained this before. Again, I have a mod which basically means I can recycle research grants and other city projects. If I click a city project, it will automatically renew itself. So that's why most of my cities have city projects going on. It's not because it's the best thing to do, but because when you own over 100 cities, I can't afford to spend every turn telling each city what to do. So I just put them on projects. And actually, to be fair, that works quite well, because then you unlock people like Goddard really quickly, who is actually giving a bonus to space race projects. So fantastic. Jane Drew, oh no, she's awesome as well. Brilliant. One more Russian city. I'm really starting to expand on all borders now pretty well. And again, I love that thing. They put the encampments down so I can then immediately use their city attacks to kill the units. Actually, Russia went vampires. Oh, not Manhattan Project. They went vampires, which is really, really cool, actually. I love Russia with vampires. An unused and underused strategy. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, somebody put modern anti-tank into my lands. Well, that's a bit harsh. Surprisingly, the world wants to produce more military units. Cool, I'll get in on that, that's fine. We still haven't actually unlocked the world vote for diplomacy points, because we're still only at turn 220. That's the most ridiculous thing about this. Okay, this is where the game gets a little bit mad. We've just seen the Sahara, the Dead Sea, the Pamukkale, the Gobistan. I didn't realise the Gobistan was actually in this, because we have just sent our huge spying knob up into the atmosphere. Go, Space Dong! Go! And show me the map! Oh my goodness, it's more glorious than I could have ever hoped. So, Persia, looks like they're doing pretty well. I think it's either Sumeria or Persia are the ones doing pretty well here. Babylon? How are Babylon doing? 61 science? That's actually not that good. Fine. Oh, Gilgabro. You know what? I'm actually going to test this out. The world hates me, but can I get Gilgabro on side? Genghis Khan. I really want Genghis Khan to do well in these games. Absolutely is awesome. Right. So, I mean, Genghis started here, which is quite exciting. They actually put Genghis on the Europe map. I love that. That is amazing. Georgia's got an amazing sort of empire within this sort of hilly area in this direction. I love the Georgian start. It's really cool. Oh, Georgia is so powerful as a civ, and this just gets even more silly. Look at this though. You have to genuinely put a railroad around that, or a trade route around it. This mountain passes are so incredibly difficult. Attacking Georgia on this map, very tricky indeed. You really have to come from the south. The Ottomans have done a fairly decent job at unifying Turkey, but they could have probably done a bit more. So a little bit disappointing. I love what Carthage has done. They have an amazing empire on this coast, but again, they've left Mediterranean pretty much unattacked. Nubia's done alright, and Egypt have done poorly. Actually, no, to be fair, if Egypt or Nubia had taken one or the other out, that would have been a lot better. You can see Babylon is settled in the desert down here randomly, and they've got their... Do they actually have the new capital of Babylon? The new capital, does that mean that this... Yes, so Sumeria took over Babylon. Well, that's kind of understandable really, isn't it? Fair enough. Okay, well there we go. And Persia kind of is seen on this bit of the map as well. Kind of looks pretty decent. Yeah. You know what, I like this. I might start to throw more civs into these European maps, because look at all this space in Russia. Russia never does a very good job at expanding into the space here. I really think they should. It would be really fun to see. So I'm tempted to start letting other civs sort of pop into the game, actually. Yay, aggressive enemies! I'm going to jump in on these two as well, because why not, quite frankly. Bob the Vampire. Oh, you've got so strong. 10 from units that have died next to you. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. There we go. The capital is mine. I believe though that is Byzantium out of the game. Woohoo! Oh, sucks to be you, eh? Oh, they literally have just put the twins into that city. Russia, what a cheeky move. Unfortunately, they're immediately going to die, so that was a really silly move. But I like your style. What a convoluted attack pattern. That is embarking, no, disembarking. Yeah, embarking, disembarking. But I think, because I'm Norway, I should be able to do that. Go, 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 dump, dump, dump. Oh, what a move. One more city bites the dust. Oh, hello. The Torre de Belém. That's a fantastic wonder. Oh, I like building it though, rather than just sort of taking it over, because you get over 3 buildings, which invariably tends to be just walls and more walls, but, you know, fun nonetheless. Now capturing into Finland. Oh, exciting stuff. There goes the moon landing. Oh, beautiful. Better follow that up immediately with a Mars colony in 2 turns. Nice. Tripoli. Aha. Fantastic. We have taken another city. Goodness me, our empire is ridiculous now. We've got Greece. We've got all of these countries would be Bulgaria, Romania, way up into Moldova, Ukraine, into Russia. Obviously Scandinavia we own. And then, well, the whole of Europe. Oh dear. I'll be honest though, my PC cannot take any more. It is struggling right now. We're getting crashes quite regularly, so I'm going to have to just calm this down a little bit. You know, apart from Russia. Russia needs to be killed. Traitor. Juka. There's another one to fall. Ho ho ho. Helicopter. It continues to creep forward. In fact, actually, can I get my drone? My drones can't get any closer. Alright, we'll move one bomber to the front line. I just want to be able to peek over. Yes. Lovely. 66 strength walls. Dear oh dear. They have melted. Mars colony. Off we go. Vikings in space. So we skip forward a few turns, avoiding crashes and generally making sure my laptop is just complimented and stroked and smoothed and whispered lovingly to, don't worry, it's fine, you can do it. And so, you know what, it's been pretty good. We're just about to tick over now. We're going 10 light years per turn. We're at 45 light years. Literally just my capital has been shooting a Lagrange laser station into the sky every turn. It's literally been that simple. Oh, Korolev now he appears. Oh, goodness me. But yeah, what a game. Woohoo! There we go though. Norway, champions of Europe. I mean, 4,491 is a pretty ridiculous score. I absolutely love that. So cities captured, you can actually see I'm above about 115. So we had way over 100 cities. That is awesome. We had culture through the roof. Where is our science? Science is there. To be fair, again, even with all the fighting, we were only about 80% of the way through the game did we actually take the science lead. And that's just purely because our pillaging economy was so crazy. Gold, yeah, that's mental there. I think faith I was accumulating towards the end. Oh, lovely stuff, that one. Religions founded, yes. Very good, very good. Units killed, oh, brutal. That was a shockingly brutal game. Although, to be fair, we only killed maybe 1.5 units for every city we took, which is hilarious considering we were feeding them to vampires. Oh my god. I was just having a look to see how disappointing the Siberian forest had been this game. No crazy, certainly it doesn't look like, no crazy wildfires to keep everybody happy and sort of, well, sometimes you get the wildfires that start to go blah, 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 and sort of disappear down lots and lots of different tiles, and they leave behind these amazing high yield tiles, but not this time. Not this time. Only a few fires have gone through, which is a little bit of a shame, but hey, this is awesome. Before anybody moans, I put 492 railway down in this game. I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, we did a pretty decent job. I did connect up most of the UK before I kind of got forgotten. To be fair, this bit of Scotland isn't railwayed anyway, so that's what I'm saying. I missed a couple of cities out in Spain, but generally speaking, we did a pretty good job. We came across over to France. This is my aggressive military way, and this is where I lost steam. I ran out of patience. I wish. Oh, could you imagine if there was a mod where I could just unleash you guys, the viewers, and the Discord community as other players just to control the military engineers? That's all you have to do, just control military engineers so you can go and put railways down for me. Oh, imagine a world. That would be wonderful. Look! Oh my goodness, Georgia actually put a railway down. That is incredible. So did Scythia. Oh, Ottomans were slowly building one. I am proud of everybody. You know what, I mean, it was a poor attempt by everyone, really, but I mean, I'm very proud. Look at this. Oh, Carthage were desperately trying to settle their ancient hunting grounds over here, but couldn't quite pull it off for them, unfortunately. Oh, never mind. What a game. What a game. Limited only by the power of our computer. We could have easily just kept marching through the Ottomans. This would have been pretty much a gateway to what was sort of like Middle East and through to sort of Asia, so that would have been absolutely fine. But my goodness, oh my god, look at all of this. Oh, could you imagine the pillaging around here? It'd be insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, what a game. What a game. These are the scores on the doors, science-wise. You can see, actually, Gilgamesh was putting a satellite into space, and the Ottomans. Imagine if they'd actually realised the extent of my kingdom by the end of it. I was actually beginning to get a culture victory, hilariously. 15 capitals in the end. 15, not too bad. Religion, Tamir was the only religion left in the game. Good on them. And diplomatic victory, I was actually leading. I had 8. Oh, what a ridiculous piece of... I could have actually built the Statue of Liberty, I think, pretty quickly. That would have been quite amusing. Oh, what a game. Anyway, we have a huge update coming soon. All of the civs are being redone. I'm getting really excited to have a look and see what we can dig into. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Remember to come to Discord for all the mods and the map packs and the amazing community that will answer all of your questions, including what are you having for lunch? Great question, Bad. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Helge Torp and The Broccoli, and everybody else who supports me on Patreon. Thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining Discord. You guys keep me going. You're the best.